Bienvenue sur le plateau de Femme et Pouvoir, l'émission des femmes qui savent lier pouvoir et féminité, mais surtout l'émission des femmes qui osent changer le monde. Nous sommes à Cotonou, au Bénin, pour célébrer la 15e édition Programme Jeunes Talents Afrique subsaharienne, lauréate UNESCO pour les femmes et la science. À cette occasion, j'ai le plaisir d'accueillir Hilja Eelu. Bonjour Hilja.
Bonsoir.
Bienvenue sur le plateau de Femme et Pouvoir.
Merci beaucoup.
Que signifie pour vous le mot pouvoir?
Power to me means having the agency or the freedom to do the things that you are interested in doing and to follow your dreams. And I think that it can be quite broad as far as access to resources or just, feeling safe so that you can pursue the things that you're interested in. But I think when you have that freedom is when you feel you have power, and then you feel you have the strength and the courage to go for the things you are interested in.
Comment est-ce que votre exercice du pouvoir se traduit-il dans votre environnement personnel et professionnel?
For me, I think that I've been fortunate to then have the opportunity to follow my dreams and to do the things that I'm interested in personally and professionally. I'm able to move to South Africa now to do my PhD study, even though I'm from Namibia, but I'm still able to do work that is important for the Namibian context, as far as malaria elimination and helping on supporting our government's efforts to eliminate malaria. So I feel it is a privilege, and I feel powerful in the way that I am able to access these opportunities, and such as even receiving the L'Oreal Award. I also feel like it's a powerful validation of the work that I've done, and it enables me to have more power to extend the impact of my work.
Est-ce que vous pouvez nous présenter vos recherches et leur application pratique?
So malaria it's an infectious disease. A lot of people, over 200 million cases worldwide, and 94% of these cases are in Africa. So different countries, some countries are just trying to control, to reduce the cases, and other countries are trying to eliminate to get to 0 cases. So Namibia, we are trying to get to 0 cases very soon, hopefully.
Oh.
And with mathematical models, we can take our knowledge of the biology of the parasite, the mosquito, and the humans. We put that together also with the health system, and we represent this in a model, a math model of the real life. So we can run the simulation on a computer, and then we can then help. The impact of this is that the people that have questions around how can we best or most cost effectively control malaria, you can then run these simulations and give evidence for the decisions that you're making and inform the policies for malaria control.
Les femmes ne représentent que 31,5% des chercheurs en Afrique subsaharienne. Que représente pour vous le prix Femme de sciences africaine?
It's such a privilege to be an African woman in science. I think that there are so many questions within the African context that could be answered by research. And I think that it is an honor for me to be able to find my part in the bigger question and, play a role within mathematical modeling for malaria specifically. So in that way, we are, more women would ideally join hands and, play their part in research and development.
Dans un monde en pleine mutation, quel pourrait être le rôle de la femme africaine sur la scène internationale?
I feel that, awards such as this one give platforms to African women to, take their research to the center stage, to the world stage. And I think that it's almost an encouragement to just keep on working on the work that you're doing in whatever space and capacity, if it's mathematics, if it's biology, if it's engineering. And, the problems that we are solving have impact in our daily lives because we are Africans. We are, solving our own problems with our own research. And, the fact that African women are able to play equal part in this is, I think, a great thing. And we should, in that sense, rise to giving our full participation.
Si vous avez un jour pour changer le monde, par quoi commenceriez-vous?
Unfortunately, maybe a thing that has taken away or that has limited the power of many African women would be just safety, in terms of, just safety socially and emotionally and financially. So I think if we could secure that safety for women, I think in Africa it would give more opportunity to really, have power to do the things that they are interested in and to have the impact that they want to have. So that's probably what I'll do for half the day. And then the other half of the day, I think there's also questions around resources and, enabling more women to get access to resources such as, the L'Oréal Award.
Si vous étiez une découverte scientifique, laquelle seriez-vous?
On one end, it's with malaria because, malaria is such a complex disease, and there's so many aspects and so many elements to it. And I think that if we could, and ideally this is one of the results of the mathematical models, but if we can get to eliminating malaria, then I think it allows the government to have more resources to put towards other developmental challenges, other diseases or other healthcare priorities, education and so forth. So ideally, the discovery would be in finally eliminating malaria across the continent. And then, governments can, put the money that is currently going towards malaria control towards other priorities. And, ideally, that would help national development globally.
Si vous étiez un animal, lequel seriez-vous?
Animal, I think a puppy, a small dog.
Why?
Because they're so cute. They're so cute. So I think I'd just be a small puppy and I'd just be, running around and playing and having fun.
Okay. Si vous étiez une ville, laquelle seriez-vous?
Windhoek, my capital city.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of diversity, a lot of different kinds of people coming together. So I think in that sense, I'd be like a combination of the uniqueness, but also a city with potential as far as growth. And, maybe it's the kind of city everyone should just come see for themselves as far as like traveling to Namibia. But I think Windhoek. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Yeah, no, I would encourage you to visit.
Quelle est votre citation préférée?
The one that I remember often is, "To whom much is given, much will be required." I think that with the opportunities provided to me as a young African woman, I feel I have a responsibility to pay it forward and to develop the country and, contribute towards the upliftment of, other young African women and just the continent in general. So I feel I should always use my skills and my abilities to help and support other people where I can. So that sentence is from the Bible.
Yeah.
So I always feel sometimes, even if I'm feeling a bit relaxed or lazy, then I feel that there are people waiting for me. There are people waiting for me to do the work so that there will be impact at the end of it. So then I think it sometimes makes me get out of bed and do the work. So so it encourages me in that sense. I think sometimes as well, I always think of, your country and your context best, and the problems that you see in your community. So I think if you view yourself as maybe an instrument in a big machine, then you think you have your part to play so that the big machine is working. So I think of myself that way, like in a sort of technical space, that I need to do something so that other people will do something and other people will do something, and together it will be a big thing.
A big thing.
Yeah.
Si une petite fille regarde cette entrevue et déclare: quand je serai grande, je voudrais être Hilja Eelu, que lui diriez-vous?
I'll say she should enjoy herself. I think that Life is very interesting. Lots of ups, lots of downs, but as long as you have, the power to do the things that you really enjoy and, you feel good about, doing meaningful and impactful work, and at the same time having the love and support of the people you care about around you, then it's like
And have fun.
yes, and then you have fun, and I think it's great. Yeah, I would encourage anyone to be a Hilja Eelu.
C'était Femme et Pouvoir, l'émission des femmes qui savent lier pouvoir et féminité. Si cette émission vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à nous soutenir en allant sur tous nos réseaux sociaux, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, sur notre chaîne YouTube, Femme et Pouvoir TV, et bien évidemment sur notre site internet, femmeetpouvoir.tv. Vous pouvez aussi découvrir cette émission sur la plateforme de TV5 Monde Afrique. Je vous dis à bientôt. Merci.